Hello, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's time for number. Something along those lines. I think you know what I'm talking about. God damn it! That was nearly a bad start. And I'm just feeling so tired, so groggy. It's a very, very sunny, hot day, even though we're still in April. And I don't know. Gone for a long walk today, which is good, but I'm feeling very, very tired. Game number 2, or video number 2 I should say, of this Let's Play. But we're going to feature all games here, Poland, Soviet Union, and this one video. And I realised, because I did say in video number 1, I love this game, but I do prefer all the other NHL games to this because of this game's simplicity, but I should have maybe just done one video without best of 7. I don't know why I've done best of 7. I always like playing best of 7. I can't remember the last time I did just normal playoffs because, of course, in the NHL, in the playoffs, it is always best of 7. There is no such thing as a one-off game. Obviously, you got the conference, and then once you're in the playoffs, it's 7 games. It's just the way it works. But in international hockey, I mean, I don't know this for certain, but I'm assuming that there isn't like a best of 7. Be easier if the countries are close to each other, but I don't think Russia and Canada are going to be... Well, that's not a good example because both countries are actually... They can be close to each other. Let's say, I don't know, USA versus a European team. Best of 7. Flying all over the world. International hockey obviously going to be a lot rarer. Not as many games. There we have it. We are playing as Poland, of course, ladies and gentlemen. We are one of the worst teams in the game, and the Soviet Union are possibly the best. Alongside Canada. A few others would beat the Czech Republic to get here. But there we have it. It's 2-0. I knew this would be a shorter series, and I've said it many times now. But had I done 10-minute matches, but just not like best of 7, there would have been 4 30-minute videos. But now there's going to be 4 an hour-long videos because I'm doing 5-minute periods, but I am doing best of 7. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done the maths. I know what I'm talking about. And if we're doing the maths in this game, who knows what score it could end up. But of course, you can play international teams. I think it's IIHF on NHL94.com. You can play international version of the game. Roster's a few years out of date now, I'm sure, but every so often the guys in the community keep making new ones, and I'm sure sooner rather than later, next coming years, there'll be another one. They update the game with many different rosters. And you know, I can't remember if the other games, like 95, 6, 7, 8, I don't know if they've done updated versions of those games. I need to check. I think they might have, you know. I've never seen. Oh, now I'm really intrigued. They're nearly all exclusively for NHL 94, but don't know if there's any for this game. I'm going to check the forums after this video, ladies and gentlemen. Find out for myself. Of course, like I mentioned in video number 1. Oh, if you didn't see video number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I whiffed a punch then. I did mention that I'm playing and setting my Mega Drive emulator to PAL EU for that slower experience, which I remembered as a child. It makes a big difference. Music and game slower. As for the frame rate, I don't know. It obviously makes a difference, but it's not the same as making a difference in a modern game with frame rate. You know, the difference between 30 and 60, and then if you go like 120, It's night and day, but with this game, I don't know what the numbers exactly are, but it's just a speed thing, really. NTSC is just faster. Ooh. Come on, that was a good tackle. A good body check. Hooking? There was no hooking there. That was a body check, man. 3v5. I get the feeling we're going to be playing with 3 for the most of this game. Not only are we hammering them, we're doing it with 3 players. There's a fourth. And this is why I've been a little bit down on doing this project. Because it's just too damn comfortable. I really should download the North American version though, with NHL teams, just to see if it is exactly the same. Or if there's any minute differences. Because I can't remember if there is or not. What's in the crowd, man? It just sounds like waves, doesn't it? That noise is just so iconic of the Sega Mega Drive Genesis. But like I say, it just does not sound like a crowd at all. It just sounds like waves, but even though it's so bad as a crowd noise, that sound makes it feel good. Undoubtedly the SNES had better, more realistic audio, but that doesn't mean it's better. Mega Drive sound chip, freaking incredible. And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, I've not actually said it yet, but Burn-Knuckle 3, Streets of Rage 3, coming to the channel in the next few weeks. Last year I did Streets of Rage 1 and 2 remake. This isn't going to be the 3rd game remade. I have standalone downloaded of CD Romance. Burn-Knuckle 3, the Japanese version of the game. Why the Japanese version of the game? Because it's better than the Western version of the game, for many reasons. And I've never completed Streets of Rage 3 on normal difficulty because on the Western version it's absolutely ridiculous. I've heard it is. And if you play on easy mode, the game ends earlier. So imagine devs doing that these days. I know I've said that before, but some things bear repeating. Locking people out of the game because they play on easy. Madness. I'm having a swig of water. I really am. Absolutely knackered, man. I don't think you get a wave from the guy on the machine there. What's it called? The zucchini? The Zamboni, I think it is. I always call it a zucchini. Brilliant. Yeah, I don't think you get a wave from him on the hockey. 93 or 94 that was introduced. And this game is just a serious man going about his business, doing his job. So I played to him, ladies and gentlemen. Kagi. Look at that one. Just too hot to handle, and we've got a player getting in the way of the fight here. And I mentioned this in video number 1, but not mentioned it yet in video number 2, so I'm going to say it. But look how easy the fights are in this game. If the computer could actually move back and forward, you'd miss some punches, but it would make more sense and be more fun. Well, in this game, it's impossible to lose them, really. Or if you couldn't move back and forward, and you just had to stand there and, like I said, in video number 1, you can press the A button to grapple. I'm kind of at a loss to understand why they made it so easy in this game. Ooh, that should have been 7. And yeah, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're playing line changes and offsides, penalties on, which makes the game slower. And it does make the game tougher, but you wouldn't know it here because I'm absolutely demolishing them. I mean, we spent most of this game with 3 men on the ice, 3 players. Oof. I think I'd probably be at least 10 up if I had a full complement of players right now. Ooh. Oh, what a goal that is. Seems a little bit harder to get the puck out of the ice in this version of the game. I mean, how often in ice hockey does the puck go out of bounds, you know? That surely can't be that much of a common thing. If it was, the bloody crowd would be wearing helmets. Behind the goal. Oof. Pepper in the goal. And again, have another. Oh, it's another clanger. We had a goal like that earlier on, ladies and gentlemen. And there's another. 8-0. What would the scoreline be if I was playing as Soviet Union against Poland, man? I think we'd at least be putting a 1 in front of that 8. Even struggling of things to say, you know, I think, I'll be honest with you, you know, when I do Let's Plays like this, sometimes I'm really in the mood, I'm in the groove, like Madonna back in the day, and I'm feeling it, and I'm really excited to be playing, and positive about the Let's Play, etc., things like that. But with this, I don't feel that way because this game's just very vanilla, and I'm on autopilot. Gotta stay professional, but look at the shot count, you know. I'm just debating whether this really should be getting 4 hours of my time, because that's what it's getting, ladies and gentlemen, 4 one-off hour-long videos. Ooh, look at all those scary ticks. We're really scared. Uh-oh. We're aiming to win every single game, though. I've got to be professional, because if I lose a game, then the video will be longer than an hour. I don't want the videos to be longer than an hour. Already said I can't be arsed editing the videos together. Maybe I will, though. It's something I have in mind doing. Playing the same team 4 times in a row with the other Let's Plays I did with... Oh wow, this guy's quite fast for a Poland player. It wasn't an issue. NHL 93, the 2 Let's Plays I did, and NHL 94, it didn't feel like, oh, it's a 4th game in a row against the same team. I didn't get that, but here I am feeling that. Oh wow! And you can exactly see why, I think. Boom! Get shot on, you prick. But I've not done any gameplay in a while, and I guess this whets my appetite for more. Like I said, Burn Knuckle 3 coming soon. That'll be at 1. Oh, goal. Nice. I will knock him down for that, but pretty good goal. Yeah, Burn Knuckle 3, that'll be like 1 video per level. And I think there's 8 levels. That'll be 8 videos. Oh, nice. Right back in front. And the way to do it these days, it's weird because we are undoubtedly in the generation of brain rot and attention deficit disorder and people not being able to watch longer videos, etc. Of course, you can always go back to videos. And thankfully, YouTube remembers where you were up to when you partially watched a video, which is always cool. But it's interesting, a lot of Let's Plays and everything now, they're doing videos for like 2-3 hours. Maybe it's just because certain AAA games have gotten longer, but yeah, that seems to be what they do now. So, you know, that Crimson Desert game, which all the big streamers were playing, it's like a massive RPG game, hundreds of hours long. And Rad Brad completed it in like 8 videos. It's like, yeah, I don't think so, dude. 10-15 years ago, I'd have been doing a 40-50 video project on that. So I think you can see with that example that the game has really changed now. With content creating of video game footage. Every game's different. I like things being broken up into levels, chapters. Oh, hey up, another one of my players. I said this before in the previous video, ladies and gentlemen, but we've not spoke about it yet in video number 2, so I'm going to do so. The referee in this game will always punish your players more so than the computer. It's complete bullshit. Just unfair. There we go, he's done it again. You know what would be interesting in this game? Although I don't see really why I should do it. Ooh, they nearly scored again though. They played a little bit better in this game, to be fair. But no body checks allowed. That would make it more interesting. But I said it yesterday in video number 1. If I have got to compromise or try to let the opposition, oh my god, he's blown again. This time for them. But yeah, if I've got to let the opposition have a chance, then there's an issue with the gameplay, isn't there? Oh, 2 interferences in a row. There's a lack of oxygen in the penalty boxes right now, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 3-on-3 out there on the ice. This is absolutely crazy. Should and could have been free. The man on the Zamboni is on a motherfucking Zamboni. He's on a zucchini. You know what the Yanks call... is it a cucumber or a courgette? One of the two. I always get confused. What a space on this ice, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to the puck then, Mr. Goaltender. Oh, we're back up to a complement of 4 players now. Could do with a 3rd goal here. Why is that noise so satisfying? It just sounds so clean and Nice. Yeah. Yeah. And it stands out more so because it's not in the future games. Oh, look at that flashing at the bottom. You see that? Fucking hell, this guy can tank a hit. Sit down, you knobhead. Bennett, let me guess, is it an instigator? Oh, someone done on charging as well. Number 5. Whoa, I took someone's head off that. Oh, something else I didn't mention. Ooh. Piss off. Is, I think I'm right in saying this, but I don't know it for certain. There are certain voice effects in this game which aren't in the future games, like 93, 94, 95, blah, blah, blah. It's like a higher pitched sound when the players collide with body checks. I'll point it out if I hear it. No, I'll just get obsessed about it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not in. Maybe that one? That's only quite high pitched. Oh, ooh, those are. Roughing. Ooh, I think I pressed A on accident then. I was meant to press B. A lot less goals in this game than the previous. What was it, 8-0? I didn't even mention it when the full time whistle blew. I was on autopilot that much, but yeah, we absolutely smashed them. Ooh, hits the post. I think the sound of the post being hit and the crowd reaction to it is different in this game as well, I want to say. And I don't think the nets are as detailed in this game as they would be in the future versions. Go on. Ooh. Well, we're going to the third period with it all to play for. Whoa, we've got more players out there on the ice than the opposition. That's weird. I don't know if I mentioned it in video number 1, just going off on a tangent here. If you're new to the channel, you'll be wondering why a man's talking about chicken burgers whilst he's playing ice hockey. But to be fair, is there ever a better time to talk about chicken burgers? I don't really think there is, ladies and gentlemen. But for many years on my channel, I've done the silly one-off reviews of Walker's crisps, or potato chips to some, when they do new flavours. And I've always wanted to dip my toe into, ooh, good save, making silly videos on new products and snacks and savoury items mostly, or dinners, meals, things like that that are new in the supermarkets. And I don't want it to encompass my channel, and it's never going to take over video games or music. Those are the two things we talk about the most here on the Alexander Hilly channel. Oh, look at that, the keeper didn't even bloody move, didn't even try and save that one. You don't see that very often. No animation. But yeah, I will be uploading these videos before this project. I've got 2 Rustler's burgers, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a Rustler's new spicy chicken with the ranch dressing. Very American, isn't it? Ranch dressing. Interesting. Not a very big ranch over here, usually. And then a doner kebab one. And the doner kebab one doesn't say new on it, but I'm pretty sure it is new. But I'm going to be reviewing those. One standalone video for each. It's pretty lowbrow. It's pretty like knuckle-dragging Neanderthal content, but got to keep it light-hearted, haven't we? And they've always been a guilty pleasure for me. All as part of a balanced, nutritious diet, ladies and gentlemen, of course. But yeah, I want to review other things, and a couple of my subscribers down the years, I can kind of get the feeling that they'll be happy to see me review other silly things like that, so I shall. I'll be doing them in the air fryer as well. Used to do them in the microwave back in the day, but the bun gets soggy in the microwave. Do it in the air fryer. You get a nice, like, crispy bun. And be careful not to dry your meat, though. That makes me laugh saying that. Ladies and gentlemen, 4-1. I enjoyed that game more. Not as one-sided. But we're only halfway into the video. Oh boy, 2 more to go. Italy, Switzerland, 1-1. Canada winning 2-0. Sweden winning 2-0. Now we're heading to the Soviet Union. In the Soviet Union, ladies and gentlemen, ice hockey plays you. Here we go. Oh, number 13. Wow, what a good start. I really shouldn't have hit him. I just cannot help it. We'll just stand there for the next fight, but I'll probably lose it. I like it when that happens, when the puck just bounces in the net randomly for no reason. Ooh, good body check, fair play. Yeah. This guy's walking through quicksand. It was slow as hell. The guy coming offside, no. Ooh. Offside? Huh. The crowd is saying boo-earns, ladies and gentlemen, not boo. They're saying boo-earns. Canada winning 2-1 against Netherlands. Looks like they're going to be going through to the semi-final. ended up an offside there because one of our players got knocked down in the opposition's last third. Looking forward to playing an HL 95 though later this year. I'll be much more up for that. I'll be much more energised and just excited to play because it'll be a challenge, and you know, it's just much more in depth in this game, gameplay wise. And who knows who we'll play as. And there's no difficulty in that game. I'd be interested to know the thoughts of the classic NHL aficionados out there, but maybe, well, I couldn't say for sure because 95 doesn't have a difficulty option, just like this game doesn't, 93, 94. But then 96, 97, 98 did. Oh, way up. Oh! One hit KO? Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, was that Klitschko playing for Soviet Union before it came Ukraine? Shit. Big hit there, ladies and gentlemen. What was I talking about before that? Can't remember. Oh yeah, the difficulty options. There's no difficulty options. Maybe NHL 95 could be considered the hardest. But then again, I've never played on All-Star on 96, 97, 98. I always played on Pro. I need to get my game on. Hey, hey. I'll tell you what, I'm just about glad that the first period ended there because they were just about getting back into the match. Nearly scored a second. We need to regroup. And we have done. And it seems like that break's done us good. I said a break will do you good. But the actual lyrics were changed, but you know. Who was that? Was that Sheryl Crow? I think it was, ladies and gentlemen. In the 90s. th of April today, guys, and late next month, last couple of days of May, I will be getting either 2 or 3 new vinyls. I've already got 1 new vinyl since my last vinyl pickups video, and a few more months, and I'm predicting the next vinyl pickups video will be in wait a minute, April, May, June, July, August, yeah, September, October. My mind is on a certain amount of vinyls that are always swimming around my head, and they're all albums that I love, and it's hard to pick and choose which ones I want because I want them all, but obviously I've got to bide my time and they're expensive, and see which ones I get. Anyone who's watched my vinyl pickups video can probably tell by now that a potential, or not potential, but a particular version or reissue or anything like that doesn't really matter to me. Because some people are like that. They'll want the particular version from the reissue from 1980. Some shit. I'm just like, yeah, give me the album. Awesome, it's a classic, I'll have it. I've been able to listen to music for a while, just life getting in the way, and just been able to relax and chill, and just been listening to some White Stripes, ladies and gentlemen. Never properly got into them before. They're always a band who escaped me, and I feel like they're one of the bands that I probably would have liked back in the day. I tried to listen to them. But it's interesting listening to music for the first time as you get older. And I enjoyed it. I listened to their album Elephant, which is seen to be the best, and it's got an interesting balance of acoustic songs, bluesy ones, rock songs. Didn't adore it, but I could enjoy it more with subsequent listens. I still need to do a new worst to best on the channel. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, that's when I rank an artist's discography, worst to best, but I want to give it the dedication it deserves. The last one I did was Deftones, I think, a year ago nearly. I've not been able to make one for a while, but more are coming. At least 2 will happen before the end of the year, but if it's a discography with like 9-10 albums, it's going to take me a month because I need to listen to all the albums just to make sure my ranking is the way I think it should be, and I write notes, and you know, I love these artists and I want to give my thoughts in full and say how I feel about the discography. And ultimately, when you upload something like that, people are going to immediately disagree. It's going to happen, of course it is. It's all good. But then you sat there comparing great albums, trying to figure out which one you like the most and why. And my favourite band, if you want to call them a band, Boards of Canada, have returned 13 years away, ladies and gentlemen, and they are back next month. The last couple of days of May, actually, with a new album. So I'm thinking of doing a worst to best on Boards of Canada, but how on earth do you do that? I don't know. There is no such thing for me. It's just, I wouldn't know where to begin. I like them all kind of equally, so that'll be very intriguing. And I will put the new album in amongst that ranking, so I'll probably have to sit on it and give it time for a month or so. And then I'm thinking of doing Led Zeppelin. 9-10 albums, legendary bands, so it's hard. This game, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's 6-1. We're getting there. We're definitely getting there, ladies and gentlemen. That was quite funny. Just knocked him off screen then. I'm having another big chug of water after this. Can't underestimate, like if I'm sedentary all day, if I'm just sat down chilling, like I often do on Sunday, it's a day of rest, ladies and gentlemen. You really don't feel like you need that much liquid intake, but I've been on a long walk today. It's been really hot and I'm thirsty as hell. Sometimes you just can't quench that thirst. I've spoken about this before, where you guzzle in that water, but it just doesn't seem to be working. Bloody horrible, that. Nothing better in the world than water, though. When I was a kid, I didn't really drink water at all. And now I think to myself, like, fizzy drinks and... Obviously, I'm English, so I love tea, but barely have coffee. I'm not a huge coffee connoisseur. Just one a week, usually. Got me glass bottle as well, because I don't like drinking out of plastic. You know, a lot of talk of microplastics these days, and it's hard to survive the world and not be untouched by bullshit and be compromised, your health be compromised in some way, shape or form. But for me, I don't want to be drinking out of plastic bottles all the time. So I drink out of a glass or a bottle. And besides, you know, everyone always says, you know, back in the day, Coca-Cola out of glass bottles. I don't know if they sell them anymore. I used to fucking love them. Just the same drink, but it tasted so much better out of a glass bottle. But it cost a bloody tenner now for one of them. Oh, look at that. Switzerland 2-1 up. Netherlands. They've won a game as well. But ladies and gentlemen, we're looking to make it 4 out of 4. I've had a swig of water. I feel so goddamn refreshed. Let's go. I can't believe you can do 20-minute matches on this game, man. Like a real hockey game. You're only like a bloody rugby score. Rugby union score anyway, not rugby. Sorry, rugby league, not rugby union. That game's bloody boring. Doing my Evil Within crossbow only playthrough tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm not going to go on microphone for it because I just feel so goddamn groggy and tired in the evenings at the moment. Oh! So I don't really want to entertain in that way. It's the Evil Within, so the gameplay is going to speak for itself, of course. Oh, there you go. Someone wants me. Someone's on the blower. I really hate my phone buzzing, and when I set my alarm on my phone, and for many years I kept an old school alarm clock because I just wanted to. It made me feel more comfortable. And then eventually I was like, okay, yeah, about, I don't know, about 5 years or so ago, I had my mobile wake me up instead. Is what it is. Oh, it's gone off the keeper's arse and in. How about that? Gotta concentrate now. But yeah, I make sure when my phone wakes me up or when it rings, it doesn't buzz as well. The phone ringing is enough for me, thank you. When it buzzes, it absolutely pisses me off. If you're one of those people who likes the phone buzzing, then I don't trust you. I'm not taking the piss, but yeah, it just bothers me, it goes through me. And I like the sound of polystyrene, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of my biggest things. I absolutely hate that shit. Nails on a like chalkboard kind of thing. If we let another goal in here, we could be in big trouble. It's time to get serious, people. So they do have the power play as well. And there's quite a lot of posts being hit here. Maybe it's easier to hit the post in this game than in the future games. Oh! One hit KO again. We had that in the previous fight. In the previous game, I should say. But it was a punch to the face by the Soviet player. This time it was a gut punch. That gentleman bringing his dinner up, ladies and gentlemen. He had some goulash. And we've turned it around very quickly. 1 minute left in the first period. We're 2-1 up. Soviet Union player getting stuck behind his goaltender though. The goaltender ended up not passing it out. A little dumping of the puck to end the first period. Canada smashing Netherlands there. Doing a Dave Benson Phillips getting their own back. And I'll see them through. to the semis. Oh my lord, that could have been 2-all. Oh, what a goal. That is on the backhand. And from quite the distance as well. Number 21. Scores the best goal of the game so far. Makes it 3-1. Find out who's blowing my phone up, ladies and gentlemen, in a moment. I think it might be Sabrina Carpenter. Always blowing my phone up. Let's have a look. It is not. There's someone discussing an amusing video seen online. And these days, when I see an outlandish video online, I don't know about any of you guys, but I always think to myself, this is AI. And I'm kind of glad in a way that that's my mindset, but it's kind of a shame that it's my mindset. I don't know if anyone will know what the fuck I'm talking about here, but I always think that's AI. It's not real. Everything is just AI now. And it's genuinely scary though. I don't know what's real and what's not. Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there. Ooh. Have the opposition scored more than one goal in this series so far? Not sure Russia have. They nearly did there. $1991 though. I've said this before, but it's another one that bears repeating. Obviously, EA, North American. This game is made in Canada. But it wasn't until, I think, either 94 or late 93 they made the first FIFA game. So there's a few years between this and that. Kind of crazy. Because old 2D football games were not fun, in my opinion, on Mega Drive era games and before. I did actually, a few months ago, 6 months ago now, get into sensible soccer for the first ever time. Like play game after game after game. And I was just getting better at it, just understanding the gameplay loop, just starting to love it. And then I stopped playing. But, you know, could be a let's play for the channel, but I'm a new player. Never really played them all that much as a kid. Just a few games here and there, but never did like full seasons or anything. Or got competent at all, but who knows, maybe we'll do The Sensible World of Soccer. I think that was the sequel, I think. Can't remember. My criticism of those games was that it's hard to feel like you've got the ball under control, but I did enjoy myself, and yeah, maybe I'll go back and see if I can do a fully fledged Let's Play on that game. And then I know, of course, I bought it, I remember it back in the day. They did an Xbox 360 kind of remake of the game, and I think the response to it was okay, but not on the level of the classics, and I didn't play it all that much. But I missed that era of the Xbox Live Arcade. Just today, the what's her name? Is it is it Sarah Schwarmer or something? I'm sure that's the name. Or is it Sharma? Probably Sharma. We've got to do better at Team Xbox. We are Xbox. What does that mean? What are you talking about? It's corporate babble speech. It doesn't mean anything. It's not real life. I'll tell you how you got to get better. You got to make some fucking games. You can't get by just making peripherals and hardware and all this shit. They need some games, man. And that's the thing that they're not going to do. And Sony pulling out the stops to behave like idiots with this DRM thing. Apparently it's not as bad as people thought it was, but with no proper competition, they're going to rest on the laurels and... Oh, nice, they got to go back. I like that goal, that was a good one. He snuck it in at the near post. Just under the goaltender, I like it. But yeah, Sony going to rest on the laurels and that's not good. Just keeping my fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen, with Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest just over a month away now, that Grand Theft Auto 6 does not get delayed. Oh, you think I want to play it? No, I don't want to play it. I just hope it doesn't get delayed for gaming. I've said this before, it's killing gaming. That game is single-handedly destroying the gaming industry without even being released. Because all these companies don't want to go up against it. Should say it all, really. A bad game in this in the modern day. I saw that Samsung game, was it? Grand Theft Auto clone. And there's different variant levels of shit games. You know, there's some games that are just so shit and so terrible, you can't say anything good about them. But there's some that you can tell they wear the heart on the sleeve, and somewhere you can tell there's a game that's not as shit. In the depths of the game's engine, you know, in the background, there's something there that makes the game entertaining, fun, and silly. And that Samsung game was like that. But they released it on PC. It had an iffy launch, to say the least, technically. And now it's like, oh, we're going to delay the console version, so everyone can see how shit the game is. Aren't you excited to play it on console in 4 months? No, not really. Ladies and gentlemen, won't you join me for video number 3 in the semi-final against Switzerland? A fine, fine country, I'll tell you that much. And just as I hit the save state here, we're going to see how good they are. Save state. By the way, big shock. Canada ended up losing to Netherlands. That is absolutely mind-blowing. So Sweden, Netherlands in the other semi. Us and Switzerland here. And that doesn't really surprise me that Switzerland have got so many ticks. I don't think they're on the same level as Soviet Union, Czech Republic, who have already played, and a few other teams, but every team's going to look good against Poland. Because they're so shit at this game. But I don't know whether to do another video now. I'm really struggling to find the motivation, ladies and gentlemen, because this is so kind of formulaic and simple, but I've just got to remember this is the road to NHL 95, and from on there on onwards, 96, 97 I enjoy more than 95. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon.